Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. So today we will learn how to integrate OpenTelemetry for PHP application with Zero Code Instrumentation. We will set up OpenTelemetry in a PHP application using a Slim framework, and then we will do its instrumentation without using code, which is Zero Code. So as you know, OpenTelemetry is a robust framework that provides observability for applications by collecting and exporting the telemetry data. Uh, so we are using the zero code instrumentation here, which means the minimal changes to your existing code base, while we still going to gain a valuable insights into the application performance. So first, let's see the prerequisites. You should have an AWS account with Ubuntu 24.04 EC2 instance up and running. Then you should have PHP, PCL, and Composer installed. PCL is nothing but your PHP extension community library. So let's move on with the practical. Our first step is set up Ubuntu EC2 instance. So first, let's update the package list using sudo apt update command. So let's copy this command and paste it. Now our package list is updated. So next, let's install the PHP. Here we are installing the 8.3 version of PHP in command line interface. So let's copy this command and paste it. Here. Now we have installed the command line interface for PHP. So let's check its installation. For that we will check the version of PHP. So here you can see PHP version 8.3.6 is installed. Now next, let's also install the PECL to install the needed tools, the tools which we need for PHP extension development. So let's let's download and install the Composer. So Composer is a dependency manager for PHP. So let's copy this command. Now our Composer is also installed. Next, let's move the Composer binary to a directory user local bin, which makes it accessible globally. So let's copy this command and paste it. Now let's check the version of Composer to verify the installation. Let's So here you can see the Composer version, which is 2.8.2. This confirms that Composer is installed successfully. Now next, let's install the build tools which are required for building the PCL extensions. So here they are already to the newest version, so we don't need to install them separately. Now our next step is create the PHP project with Slime framework. So first, let's create a new project directory. Here we are creating the OpenTelemetry PHP example directory. After this, let's navigate to the directory. Now we are inside the directory. Next, let's initialize a new composer project which specifies Slime as a dependency. So let's copy this command. Next, after this, let's install the dependencies defined in the composer.json file using composer update command. Here you can see it's writing the composer.json file. Sorry. Now this command, we will install the dependencies which are defined in this composer.json file. Now our next step is create the application file. So let's create an index.php file that will contain the simple Slime application. Now inside the file, let's copy this code and paste it inside that file. So here the first section is about imports, and this one is for auto loading. This will import the necessary classes and local dependencies installed with Composer. Then we are creating the application. This initializes the new Slime application instance. Here, app variable is now the application object, which will manage the routes and handles the HTTP requests. Then we are defining the roll dice route here. This generates the random integer between 1 to 6 and writes the response and send it back to the client. Then lastly, we are running the application using app run. This will start the application. So let's save this slide. Now let's start the built-in PHP server to test the application. This will start our application on 8080 board. Now next, let's try to access the application. So open web browser. In the URL section, type http:// double slash, then copy your public IP address of your EC2 instance and paste it, then colon 8080 slash roll dice. So here you can see it's returning the output 5. So you can get any integer between 1 to 6. You can also see here our request is accepted. The get roll dice method initialized. So let's stop the service here. For that, please press Ctrl plus C. Now our next step is integrating the OpenTelemetry for PHP application with Zero Code Instrumentation. So first, let's update the PHP channel to get the latest available extensions. So let's copy this command. The update of channel is succeeded. Now let's install the OpenTelemetry PHP extension. For that, we will use the PCL. Now, the OpenTelemetry is also installed. Sorry, OpenTelemetry extension is installed, and after installing it, we need to enable it in the PHP configuration. So let's open the php.ini file, which is located at this directory. So here we are going to just copy this code and paste it inside the file anywhere you want, and just paste it right here. This will enable our PHP configuration. So let's save the file. Now let's confirm the extension is installed and enabled. So let's copy this command and paste it. Here you can see our OpenTelemetry focus is enabled. Now next, let's add the required packages for the automatic instrumentation. So let's copy this command, paste it. This will get the packages which are required, like OpenTelemetry, AutoSlim, and SDK OpenTelemetry, and then yes. Okay. Now our next step is starting the PHP server with OpenTelemetry. So let's start our application with the environment variables of OpenTelemetry for the trace output only, which will be shown to the console in the console. Now let's again roll the dice, means let's access our application again. I'll just refresh here. So here you can see it has written as the output 3. Now go back to your console. Here you can see it has generated all the data, telemetry data to the console. It shows all the trace information for our request. This confirms that the OpenTelemetry is capturing the telemetry data. Here you can see the resource, your host name. You can even see, wait a minute, telemetry SDK language, which is PHP. Then we are using OpenTelemetry. And here is our PHP version 8.3.6, which we have installed. Today, we have seen how to integrate the OpenTelemetry in a PHP application using the Slim framework with Zero Code Instrumentation. This setup allows you to monitor the application performance without modifying the application code itself. By using the OpenTelemetry, this will provide the valuable insights of the application. We have seen that already. It gives us the trace data, and which it will makes it easier to troubleshoot and optimize the performance of the application. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you.